Overheard Fritzy. I'm shooting some jumpers here. Fritzy's like, I wish I was with you, Rich, in Denver for tonight's game at the Broncos and Chargers. I really wish I was with you. Would you really rather be there than here?
Well, I don't want to miss the show, but I would love to be in Denver tonight for the
answer is what? Would you rather be there or here?
I would rather be here. And then when the show is over, I fly to Mile High and hang out with Rich and watch the Broncos game.
It's one or the other. I'd
rather be here. I've been to Denver before, and it's not a playoff game.
What if this was a playoff game?
Then you and I would have to sit down and chat about a few things.
All right, let's bring in Rich Eisen, the NFL Network. Oh, I would really wish I was with you, Rich.
Yeah, it's a little creepy, Dan.
I know, he does that. I really wish I was with you.
Yeah, I know.
And he was whispering to you as well.
It was, he clearly didn't want to receive the business that you just gave him, I think.
I really wish I was with you. I really do. Rich Eisen joining us, the host of NFL Game Day Morning in the Rich Eisen podcast. Peter King's on there, Modern Family's Ty Burrell. On Friday, a special podcast with the Breaking Bad creator, Vince Gilligan. Nice.
We booked him for 30 minutes. We talked for an hour and a half. It was incredible. Guy's a genius. That's tomorrow. richeisen.nfl.com and on iTunes. So the creator of Breaking Bad, Vince Gilligan. It's great. It's definitive for anybody who hasn't watched the show. You may want to watch the show first because we do tons of spoilers. But just picking his brain about the process of the show and how he wrote it and he created it and he nurtured it and all the characters and cast Bryan Cranston. I know you're getting into that show, Dan. So it's a good one.
Yeah, I have a hard time watching it.
Yeah, you got to watch it through your fingers sometimes.
Yeah,
it's a hard watch, but it's a great watch. It's truly up there top 5 of my favorite shows of all time, easily.
Oh, okay, your top 5 shows are what?
I have to put Breaking Bad 1, and I'll put The Wire 2, Sopranos 3. We're just talking dramas, right?
If you want to.
Deadwood 4. Deadwood is absolutely up there. And 5, oh, man, I can go in so many different directions. But
drama.
I don't know. I'm going to reserve 5 for the end of this conversation.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Wes Welker's health, bigger picture here. Not playing tonight, but one more concussion? I mean, come on here.
I'm concerned about it. I definitely am concerned about it. 2 concussions in the span of about 3 weeks' time. Yeah. And the first one, it was one of those hits where you could see. This one he took, a shot to the right side of his head. It jerked to the left, and the same result happened. So, as you know, those things can happen fast. I am legitimately concerned about it for sure.
But are they?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, he's not playing.
Yeah.
I mean,
if this was a playoff game,
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Nor, it's the same thing with what everyone's speculating with Aaron Rodgers that the Packers are a conservative franchise when it comes to that sort of stuff, as if that means there's a bunch of doctors around the NFL. You know what? Yeah, sure. You got maybe a little bit of a crack in your collarbone. Go out there, sure. But we're all talking about how conservative the Packers are, and then we find out that Rodgers had pain practicing last week in his pads. So, all of us from afar, you don't know what's going on unless you're in the locker room. And obviously what's going on in D.C. is another example of that right now, although I think we can pretty much guess what's going on there.
Yeah, but I'm okay with them sitting down RG3. John Madden isn't. John came out yesterday and said that, the integrity of the game and, he should be in there. I don't think he's 100%, first of all. And mentally and physically, everything that's gone on there, nobody wants to talk to the kid about the performance. They want to talk about all the off-the-field stuff. Let Kirk Cousins play. If they weren't playing a playoff team or caliber team in Dallas, no one would have an issue with this.
Yeah, but he's the face of the franchise, Dan. You gave up 2 first-round picks for him. Currently, the Rams hold your pick, second overall, and I know that's a testament to how poorly things are going, but he's the leader of this team, the face of your franchise. You have 3 regular season games to get it right before going into the offseason. That's the way you want to go into the offseason, with some positive momentum from the field, not with him standing there with an earbud in his ear, giving an attaboy to Kirk Cousins while saying that you want to save him his health for the offseason. It's just the most bizarre set of reasonings I've ever heard from a podium. And what Trestman right now, he should go to the podium and go, you know what, this is not a bad idea. I'm going to bench Cutler for the last 3 games of the year to save his health for the offseason.
Well, but it's different.
It makes no sense.
No, but Cutler's not going to be with the team next year, more than likely. So,
well, neither is Shanahan in Washington, D.C.
Well, Shanahan's got a power move going on with Daniel Snyder, but and RG3's caught in between here. It's a tug of war with RG3, and Shanahan said, all right, check. And then you're going to see if, Snyder goes checkmate, get out of here. But Shanahan should never have said the kid's 100%.
But he is, though.
How do we know? If you watched him play, he doesn't look 100%.
Well, he doesn't look like he did last year,
yes.
But, he's good to go.
He's
a quarterback who's the face of your franchise and the leader of your team who is good to go.
I don't think he is. I don't think mentally he's 100%
either. That may be the case, and that's the part of what Shanahan has said from the podium where I nodded my head in agreement that he's concerned that the shots that he is taking has a cumulative effect mentally on him.
It's the shots off the field, not on the field, that I think have damaged him more.
Maybe the shots on the field, he's clearly not going through his progressions because of it. Well, part of it is also, too, is it's an absolute dam breaking on him half the time where people are coming wide open free in the protection.
24 sacks in 5 games. I have to look at this and say he's not 100%. With this offensive line, I don't feel comfortable with the face of the franchise in there. The integrity of the game, if you clinch a playoff spot, we have no problem when you rest stars. So, the integrity of the game, I think we're picking and choosing with the integrity of the game.
Well, if I could speculate anything that's going on right here, I just think Mike and his son, that's the thing that we all need to remember. His son is involved here. His flesh and blood is involved here.
Yeah.
They think that the offense would be better run by Kirk Cousins, and they've got 3 games left to show that their offense, as coordinated by his son, works. It is viable, certainly for anybody out there who wants to hire them. And I believe this is about rehabilitating and giving a shot moving forward to his son, knowing that he already has 2 Lombardi trophies in his case.
Do you think that neither are back next year?
In D.C.?
Yeah.
Well, I think all Shanahans are gone. I think it's a full Shanahan.
Even people not related to those Shanahans, they're gone too.
Anybody named Shanahan within a 5-mile radius of Dan Snyder will be asked to leave, I believe, yes.
We were trying to come up with the phrase that pays tonight for you to utter.
Well, I don't know. To me, actually, bringing grilled cheese onto the set last week, Dan, and saying grilled cheese for 2, that to me is almost a walk-off moment. I don't know how we could. I don't know what we could do.
Do you want to take the week
that.
off? Do you want to take the week off?
No, this is my last Thursday night game of the year.
Because I can shut you down the rest of the regular season.
Save me for next season. You don't want me to injure myself.
How about this?
That's really touching, Dan.
How about flinch ball?
Flinch ball?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, don't act like you don't know.
Flinch ball.
Paulie and Fritzy, would you guys stand up and demonstrate for those watching on TV flinch ball? And I'll explain this to Rich Eisen.
Please.
We had Ron Burgundy in last week. And
yeah, I only heard, part of it because I had to run to a meeting after hanging up and receiving my marching orders from Ron. By the way, as you know, I did both requests.
Oh, you did great. Yeah, go ahead, Fritzy.
Go for it.
Okay, now.
That does not sound good, I'll put it that way.
Okay, flinch ball is you stand about 6 feet apart.
A little low and a little high.
And you have a small yellow football, and you bounce it once, and you're trying to see if you flinch before it hits you in the...
Well, it sounds so completely idiotic. How do I not say that tonight, Dan?
Yeah, just flinch ball.
Flinch ball, that's it.
Yes.
That's easy.
And you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
We have flinch ball T-shirts made up.
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy as a Hanukkah gift to you I will send you a flinch ball T-shirt.
That's the best belated Hanukkah gift anyone could ever give somebody.
Hanukkah
Dan.
with flinch ball.
Yes, that is the best belated Hanukkah gift a non-Jew could give a Jew ever, I think. Perfect.
I want to be given credit for being Semitic.
You're honorary.
But
right?
nobody
in the
ever.
Same way that incognito is honorary. You're honorary.
Nobody ever says you are Semitic, right? Right? Why not, Rich?
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't roll off the tongue.
All right, so flinch ball.
Flinch ball it is for the finale of Thursday Night Football. Can somebody on your staff compile all the idiotic things that I've said for edification,
for your
history.
kids,
yeah,
for your
my
kids.
kids. So one day I can tell my kids.
For your reel when you're for your next job. Yeah.
For my reel, yep.
You're like Kyle Shanahan. You're preparing for that next job.
That's exactly right. And again, I'm touched by the notion that you're considering shutting me down to protect me, Dan. That's you being you, right?
You're
there.
the face of the franchise, dude.
Thanks, dude.
You are. All right. So, weather going to be an issue tonight? How cold is it going to be in Denver?
It's going to be cold. It's going to be in the high 30s, we believe, when things kick off. But there is no precipitation, if that's what you're getting at, Dan. Precipitation. It's cold, and I've already decided I'm going to go for fashion above warmth.
Oh, hat. You're going. Are you?
No hat.
No hat.
No hat, and
gloves.
And I almost went mock neck or full neck, but I'm going tie, sweater, top coat tonight here in Denver, where it's going to be in the high 30s, maybe low 30s by kickoff.
Man, you're a rebel.
Next level.
You're crazy.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's just like I said, I have to make this decision. Do I bundle up or do I go for fashion? And that's just, I had to go for fashion, Dan. That's just the way I have to roll.
You could be fashionably bundled up, though.
I don't know. I don't. It's tough. I saw Costas went black turtleneck and top coat, I believe, in D.C. a couple of weeks ago, and it looked great. And I thought to myself, I want to do that, but I'm going tie tonight, just to give it my own splash.
Well, by the way, I don't know if you're back in L.A. tomorrow in time for Seton against Jay Glazer in the Octagon.
What is this all about?
It's just bad blood. It's just two rivals here, and some things were said, and now
what happened?
I don't know how it got off the rails, but it just did, and it's Seton in the Octagon against Jay Glazer tomorrow, and game on.
That Glazer is so Semitic.
Yes, he is.
He is. You don't want to mess with him.
No.
And it's sort of Inglorious Bastards way.
I think he's going to have Seton's legs looking like a Hanukkah or a menorah. I think they're going to be spread so far.
That's true. He's going to light them up for 8 days.
Have fun tonight, and
right,
so
Dan.
It's flinch ball.
It's done. Lock it in. Rip the knob off. Going to happen.
All right, buddy.
All right, dude.
Thank you, man.
Bye.
Rich Eisen, NFL Network. So you can go to his podcast, richeisen.nfl.com, and iTunes as a special Friday podcast with the Breaking Bad creator, Vince Gilligan.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.